Run. Just dug the old PZ mower out, going over it, just pressure washed it down, get some of the old crud off it. Check the gearboxes in it, greasing it up good, and I'm gonna go cut some feed today. I'm gonna get started. This is pretty early for me, but figure if I get it off, it really isn't looking that great, that thick. But if I can get it off, maybe get a little bit of second cut, so I get off early. Some of it I have to cut off anyways because cows gotta go around on it. So, anyways, I'm gonna run this one here for the time being. I got some smaller fields here, so I haven't got my case 8312 all gone over anything here, so that'll be in the next few weeks anyhow. So I'll get started with this one. This one here always worked pretty decent. So, anyways, just greasing everything all up. Of course, this here I'm putting in that my 105 Swepco high plus grease. This stuff, I mean, it's really good stuff. There's no question about it. It stays in good. So right now, I've already got pretty well a tube in that drive shaft. This always flew grease out unbelievably bad. So I've tried different greases. And actually, that's how I got linked to this here company. I always kind of ran good greases. I ran a competitive company here before this. And not saying anything bad about their product. I won't even mention the company's name. But I had some product that came, and the tubes were all dented and damaged. And anyways, long story short, they wouldn't come good on any of it. So I was looking for a good grease, and this company here, the only way I could actually get it here is if I started selling it. So anyway, I went to Texas, took it over, come here. The only one here in this province that sells it. And I mean, it's really outstanding. I mean, it's way better than the stuff that I was running. Of course, you guys have probably seen some of my demos, but this stuff here really stays in. Once you get the old stuff pushed out and this stuff in, like now this here front universal, it took 8 pumps of grease to fill that universal. And you know, I've run everything from Tractor Supply store $2.99 grease to Emsoil $18 tube stuff. And I mean, this stuff here is a lot cheaper than Emsoil, of course, but and it will outperform it. Like it stays in. I mean, I'm talking performance as far as staying in and actually doing its job. You know, it's really good stuff. So anyways, this mower here, of course, is 1,000 RPM PTO, and that, of course, my 8312 is also. But I have a junk mower that's a 540 of these, and I'm thinking about changing it over. It's just a nuisance. The big Agco, of course, you got to change shafts. That's really bad because when you pull a shaft net, you lose your oil, so you got to park it downhill. This one here is a case was great. You know, you take snap ring, don't lose any oil, change the shaft. You know, 3 minutes, you're all done. That's actually pretty decent, but it's still dirty. I mean, there's no question about it. David Brown was way ahead of their time. They had it all on one shaft. He had 1,000 and 540. I mean, it's great. I only got a couple of things that run 1,000, but I need it. So, you know, it's one of the things you got to have it. So, just pumping some grease into it. I got to check my cutter bar. I want to convert it over to my 201 gear lube. Unfortunately, I've sold all my products, so I'm waiting for an order to come in. And because guys changing their mowers over, so I'd rather give it to customers first before I start getting into mine. But I wasn't in a rush. It should be okay. I'm going to check it, the level. It's just ordinary generic 80/90 in there right now. So I want to get that out, get my good stuff in it. I have a couple seals that are seeping in the cutter head, so I want to see if that will actually seal them up, you know, stop leaking. So that's kind of what I like to do. But anyways, it's been a good mower, but here I am just pumping that 105 here into my velocity joint, and she's taking a lot. I got a tube out into that there now, so we're gonna see how it performs. Of course, you can see I used to run like a moly grease. Didn't hold up either, you know. So this stuff here, from what the stuff I used to run, my temperature wise is actually, it's not a moly grease, which I do have moly here also, but that stuff's good for like, I think it's 375 or 385 degrees, something like that. It's warm. So I mean, this mower does get warm in the heat of the summer. So just trying to get the old stuff pushed out. But anyhow, but this has been a good old mower. I've had it for years. Probably, I wouldn't say it's the one I started out with, but I had a Haybine before this, and then I went to this. You know, I wouldn't say it's the best mower in the world, but as far as reliability, it's always cut. You know, I wouldn't say it did a beautiful job. I was never impressed with the job it did cutting, but most of that's in the flotation. I've never been able to really mess with it, and I think the guy that owned it before me, he kind of MacGyvered it there a little bit. But anyway, it always cuts, so I can't complain. You know, it's better than a hay vine, and you're plugging corners. And this thing here, you just zip right through. So, and then I bought a parts mower because my cylinders went on it one year, and I called Massey Agco. That's who sells the parts for these now, and because actually PZ made the mowers for Heston and Massey, and like it was like $1,400 for packing for a cylinder. I said, hell of that. So I bought another junk mower and took the cylinders off it, and that got me through a season. Then they started leaking. Then I just ended up matching them up, and it didn't cost me hardly anything, like $40 or something to rebuild them. So anyway, so then I still got the mower, but the other mower, like the cutter bar is bad. I got some good gears. Bearings wouldn't be any good in it. But it's a Heston, actually, the other one. But it's a 540 gearbox. But to change it, of course, I got to change all this stuff in here, right? So just one of them things, like any project you got too many of them. That's what it is, too many projects. So anyhow, that's how she goes. So I'm hoping I'll get this here tuned up this afternoon and cut some and then start working away at stuff. So got a guy coming tomorrow. He's going to charge the AC and the Agco, and I'm going to bail with that, of course. Then I'll rake with Massey, and I won't cut a lot, probably 10-12 acres is all I'll get done. So I got some square bales to do, some mulch hay. A guy looking for some mulch hay. So I'll do some of that up, and square bales for my mother's got horses, so she likes to have some square bales done up. I hate doing it, but I will do it for Mom. So yeah, well, that's what I'm up to here. So we'll talk at you later.